Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. So I actually bought a whole notebook right here. So in the latest versions of iOS 18, there's certainly no doubt that there's a lot of new features and interesting things to talk about. But coming from me as a person who uses Mac on a daily and macOS, there's no denying that macOS and Macs have just changed forever. Unlike the previous versions of Macs that we've seen in the past, with macOS 15 Sequoia going forward, Macs are going to be built entirely around Apple Intelligence. This is going to definitely change most of your productivity and enhance your user experience when it comes to different applications and tools that utilize this. Writing tools will help you to be able to summarize the key points without having to break a sweat. At the same time, you can rewrite your text entirely to make it sound more casual, more professional, or more friendly. At the same time, this will also enable you to correct different grammar and mistakes and do spelling checks. Now, for me, I actually have a subscription with a company or a site called Grammarly. So when this comes out officially and is integrated into like Safari, Mail, Notes, and different assets and core functions on macOS, then I'm probably going to just let my subscription expire, because this is going to take it to the next level. And the reason I say this is because in addition to like my Grammarly subscription, I also have this special application that you are seeing right here. ChatGPT has been so useful to me. Sometimes it's able to give me some key points, and at the same time I'm able to give it a picture of me that looks like this, and it's able to generate a thumbnail for a video using that picture of me to give out something that looks like this. Now, this is not entirely 100% accurate, but you can see how useful this is. But once Apple Intelligence is integrated in macOS, it will have another advantage to ChatGPT, in the sense that for me to use ChatGPT, I have to remember that, oh, this is an application that I have to go into, and then I have to select the model or the GPT that I want to use for my whatever prompt that I want to do, and then copy whatever text I wanted to summarize or key points, and right there click send and wait for it to do its thing. This works, and you can see it's able to give summary and other key points. At the same time, this has a disadvantage, because if I don't remember to go into ChatGPT and open, that's an extra step that's required. But now with Apple Intelligence being built around macOS and in the core functions of the different productivity applications, then no doubt, instead of having to go through third-party subscriptions or different applications, I'll let this subscription expire and I'll use the core function of macOS, all thanks to Apple Intelligence. Spotlight search is going to become more intelligent and more powerful. At the same time, if you have different multiple applications, to be specific, Apple-based applications, then it will also be able to cross-reference information from multiple apps. For example, in the Photos app, it will be able to find an exact description or exact color code of something that you want to say. I can put in a prompt like, show me all the pictures I took on June 12th, or I can say, show me a video when I was wearing an Apple Watch and black clothes, and it will be able to spit something out like this and just save you a bunch of time throughout your different applications. Siri is going to be changing, because it will also be able to draw on the power of Apple Intelligence. And not only that, but Siri will soon be able to give you information that is more on device using the Apple Intelligence as a feature. And at the same time, you know, when you ask simple tasks from Siri like, hey, what does this do, or where can I get this, and it tells you, I don't know what you mean by that, click on this link to learn more, or visit the web to learn more, that will be a thing of the past. And Siri will also know which device you are using the prompt from and what are the hardware limitations or capabilities that it has, and it will be able to utilize the machine learning on that device to enhance your user experience. Now, this that you're seeing here is my iPhone on iOS 18. I want to show you a pretty cool new feature that has been added that changes everything. So you can see this application called iPhone mirroring. So if I open it up like this, it automatically creates an iPhone shaped window. So if I unlock and use my fingerprint on my Mac to authenticate and lock my iPhone like this, you can see connecting to my iPhone 14 Pro, and you can see here it mimics and does the same setup and applications as my iPhone. If I was to show you what's on my iPhone, you can see this iPhone is being used in iPhone mirroring. You do get that prompt right there. So now if I want to go into my different applications, for example, into a locked note, I can do that and I can authenticate using my fingerprint. I can also go back, and if I want to type something like on my keyboard while using my Mac keyboard or laptop keyboard, I can do that and just type different random stuff. If I want to go back to the home screen, I can go here and I can use my fingers on my Mac's trackpad or mouse and be able to drag two fingers to swipe or switch between different windows, and you can see how easy that is. If I want to go into the settings, for example, and then go to general and go to software update, by just using a click I am able to do that. If I want to do multitasking, you notice here there's this window that allows you to do that. So it's pretty good and neat. At the same time, if I want to go to my app view section and go to my control center and change the display from light to dark mode, you notice how this changes, and at the same time the application goes into dark mode. If you go back to the control center and go to the display and go back to light mode, you can see the application and the wallpaper of iPhone mirroring goes to light mode. And it doesn't actually end there. If I pull my notifications right here, you can see these notifications that have the iPhone icon besides it. These are actually iPhone notifications that are here on my Mac, and I can actually interact with them. And if I click on it, you can see it expands the applications and the notifications in that application. So if I wanted to interact with them, and you can see my iPhone is here, I'm not touching it. For example, this Cineplex notification, if I click on it, you notice how it automatically launches Cineplex, and I haven't touched my iPhone. And now if I want to book and go watch a latest movie like this, Bikers, whatever, I can choose it and be able to book and authenticate without having to touch my iPhone. If you want to be productive without having to touch your iPhone, you can choose specific notifications that you want to carry over from your iPhone to your Mac and leave your Mac elsewhere, and you stay productive on your Mac, and only the notifications from that select application that you allow, or in a focus mode, those are the only notifications you will get. And that way you don't have to worry that, hey, something important is gonna come in and you won't see it. So this will really go a long way in enhancing the productivity on your Mac. There's also a new passwords application that's also here on the iPhone. So this passwords application allows you to be able to sync your passwords through the various devices that you have, and this is also supported on iCloud for Windows. So if you are on the go, you can always autofill and sign in with Apple, and whatever site or application you sign in, your password will be here, and it works for different passkeys, Wi-Fi codes, and if you have any old accounts or any that have security concerns, you'll be able to go into the different sections of the app and see them. Now, I'm not complaining, but at the same time, I know there's a lot of people that use like third-party password managers like 1Pass or LastPass. So with this new feature in macOS and on your different Apple devices that you can now just authenticate natively, that's supported, I think that also kills a few other third-party apps. There's a lot of people that also use different third-party applications to do window tiling on Mac since it wasn't natively supported. But now with macOS 15 Sequoia going forward, this is something that's native. All you have to do is drag and drop the different window to the corner or the section of the screen that you want, and it will give you the option. I'm just demonstrating using FaceTime. You can see how my video quality looks. There's different settings that you can do, of course. So this not only is going to be working in FaceTime, but in other third-party video conferencing. If it's application or web-based sites, you'll be able to do this. So you can choose to set portrait, studio light as well, and there's a new reactions that will carry over. So if you do like a thumbs up, something like this, so if you do like thumbs up, it will be able to do like boom boom, different fireworks in the backgrounds. If you do like thumbs down, or if you do like a heart, it will be able to do the different reactions. But with this update going forward, there's also backgrounds that you can select. If you want, you can upload or choose from photos, or choose from Finder different files of backgrounds that you want to add. So Apple has also some default backgrounds that they can add. So this one that you're seeing is one of the previous macOS background that is a screensaver, and you can choose from it. Or if you want, you can go to the different colors and choose, like if you feel like sky's the limit, set this one and you're all good to go in your various different third-party applications. In many other various applications from Apple, such as Mail, there's implementation of Apple Intelligence. In Messages, you have the ability to send reactions and schedule messages finally for the first time on macOS. And in Safari, there's more changes, such as a new reader, a new overview tab. So macOS 15 is actually packing, and Apple Intelligence seems to be the main focus right here. But the iPhone mirroring and iPhone notifications on Mac is a big thing as well. So there's a lot to talk about when it comes to how Mac changes with macOS 15 Sequoia. Let me know what are your favorite features and what are your favorite Apple Intelligence implementation that you are looking forward to when it comes to macOS. Is it going to be Siri? Is it going to be Spotlight Search? And other than that, if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video pretty soon. Peace.